This week on Open Season, we're in New Mexico, chasing after hard-rutting antelope. James and Heather are joined by Brian Clark as they attempt to put down 3 tricky speed goats.
In the morning, boys are getting ready. Thermos full of coffee, firing up a Chevy, praying that we get a shot out in the clear. Mud on the tires, creeping through the backwoods. Hubs locked up, rooting through it real good. Keep her slow and quiet down in low gear. We've been checking them off and waiting too long for this time of year, and it's open season. Bucks and bulls in full camouflage from a duck blind or a tree stand. We're gonna track them all from the break of dawn. Yeah, they better keep one eye open while they're sleeping, 'cause it's open season. It's a way of life and it's what we love. Folks round here can't get enough of that open season. Bucks and bulls in full camouflage from a duck blind or a tree stand. We're gonna track them all from the break of dawn. Yeah, they better keep one eye open while they're sleeping, 'cause it's open season.
Open Season TV is brought to you by Thermoset, Stay Outdoors, Scent Crusher, Scent Off, Game On, Tacticam, Share Your Hunt, Monster Meal, Attract, Nourish, Enjoy.
Well, Hunter and I are heading to New Mexico for our first hunt of the year. We're hunting with Vince Vigil, New Mexico Hunting Adventures. One of his guys, Dominic Chavez, has been watching goats all summer for us, so we know he's on some big goats. We're gonna get there, get up, put up tonight, and in the morning, hopefully we'll get one down. Well, Hunter and I just got here to Santa Rosa, New Mexico. We're hunting with Vince Vigil once again, New Mexico Hunting Adventures. This time though, we're going after antelope, first antelope hunt with them. Fully expect to kill a big one. Dominic here's been watching goats all summer, so tomorrow's opening day, and I think we're gonna get it done. Well, the wind's picking up, but Dominic brought us out here to scout for in the morning, and we just seen a toad, probably 80+ inch goat, so it's getting late. Hopefully they stay here. If not, we'll be on another one in the morning. There's a lot of good goats that he knows where they are, but they're just messing around over there. He's pushing that doe. Is the other place like this too? Not as many goats though, right? This is like goat grassy part. I've been hunting elk with Vince Vigil and New Mexico Hunting Adventures for years, but this year I'm going to change it up and chase some speed goats. Vince told me Dominic Chavez was available, and I've been trying to hunt with Dominic for years. And the land is right where Dominic lives, so I knew he'd have me on goats. Oh, he's coming to us. It's our first morning here in New Mexico. I'm with Vince Vigil, New Mexico Hunting Adventures. Dominic's the guide this time. We've been trying to do this for about 5 years, finally hooked up on a hunt. It's my first antelope hunt. We're going to try to get it done with the muzzleloader this morning, but we're just going to go up through here, do a lot of glass, and break the spotting scopes out. Dominic knows where they are, but we want to get in a position before they see us so we can put a stock on them and get it done.
It's going to be a good morning.
I'm with you. I'm ready.
Ready? We'll do it.
Get it. It's beautiful. What are you doing?
Crushing scent.
Scent Crusher.
That's how you crush scent.
Scent Off. Game On.
Dude, turn on the camera. Here it comes.
Dude, why don't you just use the app? Okay. Wow, that's way better.
Tacticam. Share your hunt.
It's the first morning of the hunt with New Mexico Hunting Adventures. James and guide Dominic Chavez are out putting their Vortex optics to work, trying to find a mature goat.
Well, we finally spotted the goat we're after. Got the Bergara 300 Win Mag. He spooked. We were in close and just walked right up on him. So we're just going to keep paralleling. Hopefully we get in a position where we can shoot him. This wind's pretty rough, so I'm not wanting to shoot 500-600 yards at him. I'm wanting to shoot 3 or less, which is very possible because he's just feeding right now. You just slip up there. Looking at us. We had to put a long stalk in this goat. I bet it was 5 to 6 miles. And the way the antelope see and how open the country is, we had to pick our spots and just move when we could, and it took forever to get on him. But once we got there, we were set up. If you know anything about antelope, their eyesight is amazing and they don't like to be in cover.
You know, with the wind blowing as hard as it was really hard for James to compensate and get a good shot at this goat at the distance it was at.
You ready? Well, we've been on this goat for 4 miles. Just trailing him and trying to get on him. We tried to shoot him with the muzzleloader. I wanted to kill one with the CVA, but they are skittish, and this is wide open, as you can see, so we couldn't get in range. Luckily, I had the Bergara with me, so we grabbed a 300 Win Mag, trailed him for 3, 4, 5, I don't know, forever. We've been walking for over an hour, and we haven't stopped walking. But I put a good shot on him, not a great one. I hit him a little back. The wind's blowing 25 miles an hour. I just didn't compensate enough, but put him down. Now we're gonna go get our hands on him. As always, hunting with Vince V. Hill, New Mexico Hunting Adventures, Dominic. They know their animals. We walked animals. I mean, we were on goats all day. I tried to kill one with the muzzleloader. They were just too skittish. We couldn't get in this open country close enough, but there is nothing better in life for me than to actually share these moments with friends. I got Hunter behind the camera right now. Dominic and me have been friends. We just haven't been able to hook up to hunt together. And it's these memories right here that I'll remember for a lifetime. Tagged out in New Mexico. I need to sow some seed.
Sowing seed.
What are you doing?
Sowing seed.
Get in.
Devastating gear. Brought to you by Killer Food Plots. You reap what you sow.
This week we're going to talk about one of the safest and easiest ways to hunt multiple locations with one stand, and that's the Tree Stand Buddy bracket system. Carrying your stand up and hanging from the top of ladder sticks is one of the biggest safety issues us hunters face. The Tree Stand Buddy completely eliminates that. You no longer have to carry your stand to the top of the tree. Tree Stand Buddy's slide mount bracket system is a far easier and safer way to hang your tree stand. Simply tie yourself off with your safety harness at the top of the sticks and slide your stand onto the bracket. This system is both sturdy and quiet. Once you slide the stand into the system, it doesn't allow it to move in any direction, even on a crooked tree such as this. One thing I love about this system is I can have multiple brackets in several stand locations, but once I slide the stand in, I have the same setup every time. One thing every one of us hunters hate, and that's theft in the woods, and it's probably happened to us or somebody we know. The Tree Stand Buddy eliminates that. I can simply remove my stand every time so I don't have to worry about that. The Tree Stand Buddy is a money-saving way to hang your favorite stand in multiple locations. Just buy one quality tree stand and brackets and hang it anywhere you want. Make sure and check them out at treestandbuddy.com.
A blast actually went off 2 feet to my right side.
And it broke right at the halfway point.
Hey, this has VIP warranty. They just told me to send in the parts. You buy a Vortex optic and it might be the last one you'll ever have to buy.
What are you doing?
Strategizing.
Me too. I know where I'm going.
Covert scouting cameras.
With one tag filled, James headed to the airport to pick up Heather to see if they could do it again. They got back to the ranch. I have a feeling something's going down.
Picked Heather up at the airport, but we got to make sure her gun's on. Her tag's good for in the morning. She's going to be chasing goats. Her first antelope hunt. She's a dead eye. We're going to shoot some prairie dogs and hopefully get one down in the morning.
Heck yeah.
She's slightly excited, as you can tell. Well, we just spotted the goats that we seen last night. They're probably 100 yards from where we seen them. So Heather's up to bat. First antelope hunt. Dominic's guiding us in. We're going to get it done. Got a mark.
Change it to a kite hunt instead of
I know, right? You hear 'em howling? Oh, wait a minute. Strike one. We had them in about 500 yards. I think they caught us. Does took off, so he went chasing the does, but we're gonna keep at it, keep getting it.
Goats won. That's you. Won't stay that way. You know, the great thing about hunting New Mexico and having Dominic out there scouting for us is there's a lot of goats and he knows the land. So we regrouped and got back on another goat in no time.
Yeah. Yeah. We got it done. Thank you.
We've been on
Antelope down, first one ever.
On goats all morning. Heather threw some lead for them, and
Windy.
the wind got us a couple of times and it just drifted more than we thought. Rangefinders weren't working in the grass, but we got on this one. He actually came to some does we were watching. Dominic spotted him for probably 2 miles away. Hunter wanted to go to lunch. We decided to just finish it off. Heather put him down. I mean down.
Let's go get that bad boy. Yes, sir. Nice. Oh, yeah. Good mass. Got a little split right there. Oh, yeah. Pretty one. We got it done. So Dominic saw him, as we said earlier, probably about 2 miles away. And I mean, he was a good ways out there. Long ways, so we started trucking it that way. Got out, Next thing you know, we've got 2 does beside us. Hoping they weren't going to screw us up. He kind of started running straight to them, got a little bit closer, about 200 yards, pulled the trigger. That's all she wrote.
Man, that pulled easy.
Of course, ice coating.
Victory Archery.
What are you doing?
Ice coating.
It's already on it.
The Carbon Arrow experts. Monster Meal. Attract, nourish, enjoy.
Open Season TV is brought to you by Thermoseed, Stay Outdoors, Scent Crusher, Scent Off, Game On, Tacticam, Share Your Hunt, Monster Meal, Attract, Nourish, Enjoy.
With 2 goats on the ground, the hunting isn't over. We decided to call our good friend Brian Clark at High Voltage Outfitters, who's become like family with us, like most of our outfitters, and see if he wanted to come down and try and get it done.
Brian didn't hesitate and got online and got his tags, packed his Scent Crusher bag, and headed down to New Mexico. After a short but very scenic trip, Brian met up with James and Heather and the guys from New Mexico Hunting Adventures and got right out in the field after an antelope.
With Brian in town now, it's time to pick up the optics and see what we can do. You know, if you know anything about Western hunting, the key to getting on game is quality optics, and we got Vortex to do that.
All right, well, we've made it across here. We're close. We know he's right around here somewhere, but he's got to be right in here. So
it's all grass, hard to see.
It is. We're having a little bit of a tough time, but we're pretty sure we got him right here. We got a couple guys back, kind of spotting for us, and they're pointing right up this area. So we're going to just keep easing up through here, but he's got to be right in here somewhere close. Well, we just come up over this little rise and found this little buck, and he didn't give us a lot of time. He was smoking out of here, so we hurried, got out, got set up, and somehow pulled that shot off and made it over. But
a hell of a shot.
I appreciate it, man. We haven't been here an hour. I mean, we just kind of been getting the feel of the ranch and touring around, and we are done. So we're gonna head over here, take a look at him, and see what we got. Well, we've been out here this morning for a couple hours driving around looking at different antelope and came across this one and managed to get on him, and I was able to actually not embarrass myself and hit him on the first shot. So I definitely greatly appreciate it, Dominic. We've had a blast. We're down here with James and Hunter. Pat came in from Michigan. He came down with us, and we just have had a ball down here. So again, greatly appreciate it. Couldn't ask for a better hunt, better time. And we're gonna get this critter on ice and head back for Colorado and get back to the deer and elk hunting up there. So sure appreciate everybody coming along with us on this one. And again, we had a great time.
Hunting with New Mexico Hunting Adventure never disappoints, and being able to hunt with good friends Dominic Chavez, Heather, and Brian Clark truly was a special time. But Chuck and the gang from On the Road are heading here next week, so stay tuned to see their action.
Open Season TV is proud to be partnered with these fine companies.
Closed captioning brought to you by Spot Hog Archery.
What are you doing?
I got my buck bringer.
You need the MRT. Told you.
Wow.
World's toughest archery products.